What's up, guys? It's another day. Today me and Chris and Pops are gonna get this 5.3 cleaned up a little bit. As y'all seen in the other videos, it's nice and it's been leaking power steering and oil for a long time. So we got some EPA approved chemicals that we're gonna spray on here, and hopefully it'll just rinse right off. Might need a little massaging in certain little tight spots, but we're getting the intake plugged up, getting the injector holes plugged. We plugged the exhaust ports. The spark plugs are still in it, so nothing's gonna get in. And what if a little bit gets in the heads, whoop-de-doo, because it's going to DNS to get the heads worked on. But I just want to keep from getting a lot of that shit on the valves, because that's probably not good for them. And who knows how long it's going to sit there until I get the kit ordered. So we'll I'm sure this will be satisfying for a lot of people to see this look like this, and then splash a little something on it and it come out looking brand new. So y'all stay tuned for that. So we're on the second round. We got the initial stuff off. The heads are cleaning up really good because it's not as porous as the iron. The pan's cleaning up good too. So we just scrubbed on it a little bit. We're gonna let this batch soak in a little longer, give it like 15 minutes or so, and give her another blast. But these heads and valve covers are cleaning up pretty good. So got the motor cleaned up pretty good. Good enough for now. Got the pan cleaned up real well, so that's cool. The only thing left on the side of the block is all the little cracks and crevices. We didn't have a brush good enough to get in there for now, so for now we think it's good enough. We're gonna pull the valley cover and heads off, get those ready for when the cam kit comes in, get these babies shipped off to DNS, get them worked up, cleaned up, which looks like they could really use a good cleaning. So we'll get the heads lifted off, and then we can take a peek down in the cylinder walls and make sure they're not scored up. And as long as the cylinder walls look pretty good, I'm not pulling the rods or pistons or bottom end apart. I'm not doing all that. I want to use the stock block for what it's worth and see how well it can do. So we're just doing the heads for now. As long as the cylinder walls and rings and all that looks pretty good, I'm just sending it. Well, it looks like somebody decided to use some stop leak. And this is why you don't use stop leak, because it clogs passages. Luckily it doesn't look like it did too bad on the block passages, but it clogs these gaskets, and it will pretty much lead to non-stop overheating issues unless you pull these off and get the stuff out of the way. You're gonna overheat non-stop. So the pistons look decent. just your average carbon buildup. Nothing too bad. We'll clean them out a little bit and look down, but so far the walls don't look too terrible. So we'll clean them up, check them out. As for the heads, yeah, the valves do look pretty solid for sure. Spark plugs needed change like way long time ago. Right on. Not too bad.
Pretty clean engine.
These are getting dipped and completely rebuilt, so they'll get cleaned and put in a vat and new valves and springs and everything. The heads will be completely redone, so I'm not worried about those at all. But
You don't have to get up.
we'll go through and vacuum and wipe these down and clean them out and blow them out and leave it be. We're gonna send it. We're gonna see just how good a bottom stop block is, which I think this one will be just fine after everything we're doing to it. As far as aftermarket performance, adding stuff, all we're doing is a Brian Tooley Stage 3 truck cam, which will come with everything else needed for the heads. The heads will be fresh. We'll do new push rods, all that. And then we're going to do a new oil pump. We're going to do a new water pump, timing chain, all that stuff, rear main, front main, all that. So basically, brand new water pump, brand new radiator, hoses, all that. And then the oil system, except for what's inside the block, the oil pump's going to be new. So I think we're off to a good start. This block's really healthy as far as most things go. It was kind of neglected in some ways, but it'll be fine, just good enough for us. So there's your teardown. Next video we're gonna do some more cleaning on the 95, and then we'll do some work on the harness, get it tore down a little bit better and cleaned up. And within the next couple weeks we'll have the engine put back together, cleaned up, painted, and then we'll drop it in and get the wire harness laid out the way we want it to, finish that up, maybe do a little painting in the bay, figure out some wire tuck paths and all that. And other than that, that's about it for today. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.